Now, this is Big Tony. I met Big Tony through his wife, Barb. I was at a Ribbon Rider event.
Mrs. Big Tony.
Mrs. Big Tony, out at the Ribbon Rider event. And we got to talking, and she was so proud to tell about her husband and his bikes, and I got to get with you, so we did. And then you brought actually the bike that's behind Crazy over there out to the show.
She's my greatest fan, you know that.
She is. It's a good fan to have. That's a good fan to have.
She's awesome.
She is. So I want to take this time to say, hey, Barb, how you doing? Good to see you again. Talk to you. I talked to you actually a couple weeks ago at the Riders Customized Bikes. You obviously repair bikes, but you do it from scratch. I'm looking at bodies over there, and John's going to show some of that later.
Right.
But I mean, you do from the bottom up with some of these bikes.
We do. Well, we're a federally and state licensed manufacturer, so we issue title. We're NADA listed, so you can finance them and get insurance on them. So there's declared values. We make 7 models. There's I think we have 4 on the floor, four of the 7 models.
Yeah.
So we have limited editions, Street Fighter, and Extreme Model Chopper. We just that's a Radical model. So most of them are here. A couple of the lower end stuff we don't have on the floor.
What I want to be sure is let people know how to get a hold of you, how to find you. So what's the address?
Okay, we're 322 Ridgewood /US 1. This is Holly Hill, actually, but I mean, we're right on the edge of Daytona.
You're right on the edge.
My phone number's been the same for 13 years. It's 708-203-2588. We have Facebook, Instagram, the website, as you can see,
there it is.
BigTony'sChopShop.com.
BigTony'sChopShop.com.
With 2 P's.
There you go.
That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. You can get a hold of me through our Big Tony's Chop Shop Facebook page. You can get a hold of me through Instagram or call me.
So I was looking at what a beautiful paint job you had here. Now, in these 3 bikes we were talking, these are 3 different models, but this one I don't even think's in full view in the camera shot, but John will bring it about. Okay. But there's something new about this bike. This is something you're working on. What's this?
These are our Street Fighters, and then we make a little less involved one called our Street. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of keeping up with what Harley's up to.
Gotcha.
They're a little shorter, I want to say V-Rod sized.
Yeah.
Single-sided swing arm, fuel-injected twin cam. All still uniquely done in sheet metal, no plastic. We don't do anything plastic here. Everything's done in metal.
I noticed that.
But yeah, this is kind of like where we're kind of headed. Performance / still custom.
Yeah.
You know, we still want to keep our roots into these bikes, but not everything we do is chopper. So we do choppers. That's our bread and butter. People are still coming here to buy them. And we got some stories with some of them, which are quite interesting. We do some weird stuff. I get customers throw some pretty crazy curveballs.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Well, listen, all these bikes that I've seen here are beautiful. I can see that you got some you're getting ready to create, I should say, and mold into something.
And we restore.
Yeah.
So send us your old chopper and we'll bring it back to life. We'll tear it down and repaint it, or sell you a new one.
There you go. Now, real quick, I just want to go over this real quick because we were just talking, me, you, and Crazy John, about a trike that you had just created for a gentleman that did not have use of his legs.
Yeah, it was a Wounded Warrior project. And it was a kind of a labor of love and a learning process because we don't normally do much for the handicap area. So this was some friends of his that were all in the military.
Yeah.
Got together and pitched in, and there was like 3 guys. And this was all a surprise for this guy who was in rehab still going through the process after losing use of his legs.
Yeah.
So they consigned me basically to find a pre-existing bike and turn it into a trike. So with help from Darn Fine Trikes in Illinois, we came up with a independent rear suspension, a bike that actually leans around the corner. And then we put the Big Tony's touch on it, put auto clutch, turned the clutch side lever into a back brake.
Put a rack on the back?
Put a rack on the back for his wheelchair, and put floorboards on it and straps so he could strap his feet down so they won't fall off. And then shifter up at the handlebars and little lumbar support, and the guy's, he's riding it.
I got to tell you, it's a beautiful bike. So if
And that was his dream. Was if he made it through all this process.
Yeah.
And even though he didn't have use of his legs, his dream was to get on a chopper and ride it. So even though I would have probably normally turned a project like this down because of the situation,
Yeah.
I took it and we knocked it out of the ballpark.
And you did. I saw it. It was great. It looks beautiful. It's fantastic. So I got to tell you, folks, it was a beautiful bike. It's a great job, especially for a veteran. And how great for his buddies to all chip in for something like that. That's
Very cool.
fantastic. But I got to tell you, if you get a chance, stop by, come see Big Tony. If Mrs. Big Tony's here too, see her as well. But you'll just love the bikes. And if it give you an idea, or if you have an idea for a bike, Tony's the guy to talk to.
We even do that. We'll take on projects that aren't normal.
Yep, and he'll create it. So from all of us here at Cycle Fever TV, hey, Big Tony, thanks again.
Thanks for
Appreciate
stopping
it.
by.
Always great seeing you.
Mi casa, su casa.
There you go. All right.